father passed away at 9, when I was 9. So I earned money working on different farms. My worst memory, I guess when my father passed away. Because when I was growing up, he used to tell me he was in the Navy, but he was in what they call the Armed Guard. And the Armed Guard he was on merchant ships as a gunner during the war. So when I was growing up, he'd say, well, when you get of age, join the Navy, make first class, and retire. So that stuck with me. So when he passed away, that was kind of hard. And then when I turned 17, I joined the Navy. And I went up through the ranks. But when I hit first class, there was still 3 other ranks to go, 4 other ranks to go. So I just went all the way through to the top. They had added ranks on. So
right.
That was, in other words, he told me what I should do, but never got to see what I completed. So. Oh yeah. I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters. I lost a sister years ago when she was only 2 years old. You know, so when we was growing up, it was just me, my other 2 brothers, and my other sister. And I did a lot of the working by myself, you know. One brother has polio, so he couldn't, his left side is bad. So
right.
I just, you know.
So you had to carry even more weight.
Yeah,
right.
took charge, I guess. So get used to it. Wow. There's been a lot of them. I guess it goes back to my Navy career. When I went in, I was 17 years old. Just getting in was the thing for me. I started at 17. I made $17 every 2 weeks. I had room and board for nothing, plus that $17. And as I went up the ranks, which the field that I was in was very hard, okay, to make rank in. And I guess the most exciting part of being in the Navy is when I reached the top plateau of E9. The Navy allows, out of 500,000 people, 1% to be in E9.
Wow.
And that is enacted by Congress. It's the only service that does that. And I was fortunate on my second time up to make E9. Another tough question. I went in the Navy in 1960, June 29th. I got out April 4th, 1987. It's 27 years.
Wow.
I did 20 duty stations in 27 years. I've been as far west as Vietnam, Japan. I've been up to Alaska. I've been to every state in the United States. I lived in Holyloch, Scotland, Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, and I was up in Bremerhaven, Germany, and up in England, which is up in the English Channel. Bremerhaven and Le Havre, France is on the northern side of Europe.
Okay.
So we traveled quite a bit. I was in Vietnam. I was on an LST. I was on an APB, first of all. APB is I was with the 9th Army in Dong Tam. And what was so unique about that is I just went through Engineman Sea School. I've been in the Navy 12 years. Went through Engineman Sea School. And the first day in school, they started handing out orders. And the guy in front of me got Honolulu, Hawaii, a DER. And the guy on the other side of me got a DER, Honolulu, Hawaii. And then a couple of days passed, and some more things come out. DDs, Guam. I said, oh, this is going to be great. Last week of school, they called my name. You got an APB out of Dong Tam, Vietnam.
Wow.
Yeah. I'll tell you a funny story. We had SEALs aboard with us, and we were told we were going to. They had the big battleship New Jersey out there, and she was throwing 16-inch shells from 25 miles out to sea, and she was just literally disintegrating a mountain. I mean, the mountain just totally disappeared when she got through hitting it. So they sent us up, and we had a 40 on the front and 5-inch on the back. And he said, we're going to put the SEALs on one side of the mountain, and we want you to shoot. And what we want you to do is drive the Viet Cong over, and the SEALs will take care of them. Well, the gun up on front was a 40 millimeter, and the bosun's mate and the gunner's mates were so excited about being part of this action that they changed all the springs on these guns, put new springs and greased it up, and it took one guy to raise the barrel and another guy to made the gun go this way and this way, and the other guy made it do something else and fired. Well, they got there, and the old man said, commence firing, and the guy on the gun, he's pushing, and the spring was so tight that when he pushed it, the gun went up in the air. And he fired, the other guy was firing, and all these shells went over the mountain.
Right at the SEALs.
The SEALs come back, and they go, holy shit. I was just sitting there waiting. All of a sudden, all these shells started coming over the mountain. So we got through that, and we had to go to Yokosuka, Japan for some repairs. And the SEALs were on the ship there, and they said, we're going to have gunnery drills for the gun department. They said, and to pass it, all you have to do is hit some part of the China Sea. We were in the South China Sea.
Right. Oh,
so
yeah.
all you got to do is hit the ocean.